Hello friends and fellow travelers, welcome to our travel channel. In this video I will show you details of our trip using Saigon water bus, also Batch Dang station where we boarded and water bus inside, also one of the midway stops and the station we went off board. Also I will comment and provide you my opinion about this short trip. Saigon water bus is an activity in Saigon. Ho Chi Minh is another name of the city, which can be considered as touristic, though a lot of locals use this as a faster way to get to another part of the city at affordable price of 15,000 Vietnamese dongs one-way trip, which is equivalent of around 1.3 US dollars. Some tourists, though, consider water bus trip as a budget substitute of expensive cruises, providing almost 3 full hours of a return trip by the water for such a small ticket price. Traveling user water bus around the city area will provide you with another perspective of seeing the city, which you don't get in via taxi or walking. Also, traffic on the river is almost none, unlike in the roads in the city. That's why you just can sit back, relax, and enjoy, breathe, and the city view. But don't expect too much of the sightseeing because on the bank mostly you will see located residential areas, buildings, some modern skyline of Saigon, but mostly it will be suburban outskirts of the city or some kind of shacks or residential area of different kind of parts of the city. Actually, we came the day of our trip at the station around 9:30 a.m. just right after breakfast. We rushed from our hotel because we wanted to take a specific time boat of the timetable, which would allow us to travel to the final destination, the last station, which is number 11, and to make the full route of the water bus. As you will see of the daytime table. You actually can find it on the website, or it's also available in the cashier when we were purchasing the tickets. So as you see, the perfect time of the boat we wanted to catch was 10:40, and we would see the station number 11. It should have arrived at 11:32 and way back. And actually this is how the ticket looks as a standard ticket. They just will write a time by the pen for you and you will depart in that way. Unfortunately, there was a very big delay at that day in this timetable of the water buses, so we only managed to board around 1 p.m. So the wait time was very big. It was around 2.5 hours. We wasted the time and we didn't want to back home. We did not even actually have another plan. So we just roamed around. As a time pass, you can eat something, drink something. There are a few cafes there. As a Singapore ice cream sandwich, I can recommend you to try if you want to, which people, all the people were taking. Not a bad option. This is how it actually looks. Never tried this kind of thing, but it's considered to be a specialty ice cream. And only around 1 p.m. we finally started to board the boat, and it was such a big delay. We were much later in our daytime plan than we wanted to. So this is how these water buses look from outside. Sometimes there are two of them parked and they start in different time. Here actually two of them are parked next to each other, and you can see the condition of the water. Some things are floating around, some greenery. I really don't know what is that, but this is how the water looked, the surface, the water bed looked at the August of 2022. People are starting to board and the trip is about to start, so I will show you some views on the way. I'll show you inside so you can understand how actually all this trip looks and what you can see on the way.
Saigon WATERBUS trân trọng kính chào quý khách. Tàu khởi hành từ Bạch Đằng đến các bến Bình An, Thanh Đa sẽ khởi hành trong ít phút nữa. Hành khách nào có vé đi tàu, vui lòng di chuyển đến khu vực soát vé để chuẩn bị lên tàu. Xin cảm ơn. Welcome to Saigon WATERBUS. The boat departing for Bình An, Thanh Đa will be leaving soon. Please get in line and have your ticket ready. Thank you.
We boarded off at the Thang Da station. It's station number 8 at the route numbers when all the stations have their own numbers. And there was no other option for us to board off somewhere else because the water bus we took, it did not go to the final station at the map, so there was no way to board off at the final station. These options are limited at some timetable that you take some specific buses. So there was nothing else actually to do there. It was just a simple residential a simple area with simple people who do their everyday life. There was no sightseeing, nothing else to do. So we actually skipped our return back ticket and we took a taxi from there because we did not want to spend time going back to the station again and taking around 40-45 minutes trip back. So we saved a lot of time actually. We just reached back to the hotel straight. What are my final thoughts about the Saigon water bus? It's not a bad time passing at all. If you have up to 5 free hours in the first part of the day, it's quite an interesting experience to see the city from a different perspective, to see it from the water, to take, this nice fresh air, breathy trip, and it's super affordable. I mean, guys, just 1.3 US dollars. Where else you can find something cheap than that? Actually, this trip reminded me a lot a very similar way of transportation which is available in Bangkok. There is also this river ferry, river boat, which you can take to cross over to a different part of the city. But please don't expect too much from this trip because it's not advertised as a sightseeing tour or some special tour for tourists. It's actually just a transportation means for locals who need to reach some other parts of the city, and it's not designed to be touristic attraction because I have seen a lot of reviews of people who were disappointed, so don't have a very high expectation from that trip. But in general, it's a very nice time pass if you have this time in the city and you're free and you don't want to sacrifice for something else. Then I think it's one of the best ways to see a different kind of picture in the Saigon city. Thank you guys very much for watching, and stay on the channel. There will be very nice interesting videos coming for you. Bye.